Cade, Jeff Ferrato with Cal Bears on SI. Just talk about looking forward a little bit to next week and the start of your first ACC game ever, and it's at Florida State. How excited are you guys about this?
Man, I think we're all super stoked. We're all super excited. I think just Auburn kind of gave us a taste of, the football down south, and so we're excited. Florida State's going to be a cool atmosphere. They're a great team. I don't think their record shows what kind of team they are. So they're a solid team, and we're excited to go down there and show what California can go do in Florida. So we're excited.
How ready are you guys?
I think we're ready for sure. I think most definitely we need to clean some things up. Offensively, defensively, and even special teams. Defensively, I think, for us, just, reading our keys, making tackles, we can get a lot better with that. And, just having trust amongst the whole team and just trusting in one another and trusting the coaches and the process for sure.
Cade, Cody Henderson from the league winners. That's 3 straight games where you guys have played against a pretty good running back and held them in check. Can you just talk about the mentality the defense plays when it comes to stopping the run?
Yeah, I think, when we play a team that we know can pound the rock, that puts a challenge for the defense for sure. So, and especially at D-line linebackers, that's our job to stop the run. And so, we knew that San Diego State had a good running back. He ran hard. He's really elusive. He's a great player. But, we wanted to limit him as much as we can. And I feel like we did that pretty effectively. Can definitely clean up some things in the run fits, especially me. But, just keep building and Florida State, they're going to run the rock too, and pretty much every team in the ACC. So we got to be on that, and we got to get better. But we're excited.
Any other questions for Cade in the middle here?
Thomas Dunn-Wright for California. Cade, you, Teddy, and a myriad of other guys have been leaders on the field. But over the last few weeks, what has David Reese shown you off the field and on the sidelines as almost being like a coach these last few weeks and helping you guys be ready on your assignments?
Yeah, no, Reese has been great. I think it's clear he's kind of been banged up a little bit, but he still brings that juice every day. Whether he's on the field, off the field, he's still chatting it up, screaming, yelling. And so I feel like, especially for the defense, it keeps everyone, kind of excited, kind of like relaxed, and knowing that, we still have guys that care, because, he could have easily just been like, I'm not playing, like I can just sit on the bench or whatever, but he's out there, screaming, telling us to keep going and everything, gave a great speech in halftime. So I think dudes like him are what we need, and so we're excited, and just the leadership he has is great, and we're thankful for him, and we're all ready to just keep going.
Cade, what was said either by David or others, including your coach, at halftime?
Can you say that again?
What was said at halftime?
I think at halftime, just, defense was playing like solid. They were playing all right, but, we could have taken a step up for sure, and so we just continue to do what we were doing and, just keep on, stopping the run, reading our keys and just playing ball, effort to the ball. And so at halftime, just, it was just clean some things up, but keep going. Like, we got this, and just keep having fun and just enjoy your time out there. And that was said, and, Reese emphasized it. Coach Wilcox emphasized it. But, yeah, we're excited to get better, this week of practice, and then go down to Tallahassee and, play Florida State.
Anyone with a last question? All right. Looks like
Perfect.
that'll wrap us up. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Go Bears.